Got a great business idea but no money? Don't worry. That's just one part of the journey. The other part is figuring out how to get the funding. A lot of people think if you don't have capital, your entrepreneurial dreams are over. But that's not true at all. There are plenty of ways to start a business without needing a ton of money. Take a look at Howard Schultz, the CEO of Starbucks. His first experience with raising money was a game changer for the company's future. When Schultz was working at Starbucks as a marketing director, he had this idea to transform the company from just selling coffee beans to creating Italian-style coffee shops where people could sit and enjoy their drinks. But Starbucks' leadership wasn't on board with the idea, so Schultz made a bold move. He left the company and started his own coffee shop chain called ilgiornale.com. Now here's the catch. Schultz needed $1.6 million to get it off the ground. Sounds like a lot, right? And it wasn't easy. After a lot of pitches, he only raised a small portion of that money. Most investors didn't believe Americans would pay more for premium coffee. But Schultz didn't give up. He kept pushing, kept convincing investors about the future of high-quality coffee. After over 200 rejections, he finally found a group of investors who believed in his vision, including some from the original Starbucks team. With enough funds to expand Il Giornale, Schultz proved his business model could work. By 1987, he raised $3.8 million, bought Starbucks, and with the help of investors like Bill Gates Sr., the father of the Microsoft founder, Schultz turned Starbucks into the global coffee giant we know today. In this video, I'm going to share some ways you can start your business without needing a ton of money. Just like Howard Schultz did, from validating your idea to making your first dollar, you'll learn how to bring your business dream to life. Before Starbucks became the coffee powerhouse it is today, Schultz didn't have millions in the bank. He grew up in a tough neighborhood and had to hustle to make his way. When the chance came to invest in Starbucks, he didn't have the cash on hand. But what he did have was passion, commitment, and the ability to persuade investors, little by little. The first step to starting a business is finding an idea you're excited to invest in, ideally in an area where you have some experience or passion. Pick a niche where there's demand for the product or service you want to offer. Think about a problem or need you can solve. For example, if you're passionate about sustainability, you could start a business selling eco-friendly products. Take Nike as an example. When Phil Knight and Bill Bowerman first started, they didn't have huge financial backing, but they had a vision: to create better running shoes. With their passion for sports and their understanding of athletes' needs, they used what little they had to develop a product that revolutionized the industry. This shows that having a lot of money isn't the key to success. What really matters is your commitment to your idea and your drive to work hard and turn it into reality. Once you've got that passion and a solid idea, the next step is building a business plan. When I first started, I didn't have much, just an idea and a lot of passion. Just like how Airbnb started. The founders didn't have much money, but they had a clear vision to rent out air mattresses in their apartment to help travelers. The first thing they did was create a clear description of what their business would be, offering short-term lodging in their home. Writing down that clear idea helped them eventually turn their small vision into a global platform. At first, I had no idea what business structure to choose, ma'am. After doing some research, I went with an LLC, limited liability company, kind of like how Amazon started as a small online bookstore under a similar structure. Jeff Bezos needed to protect his personal assets in case things went wrong, and that structure gave him flexibility to grow. This step is crucial. Choosing the right structure affects your taxes and your legal responsibilities later on. Before I did anything else, I had to figure out who my customers were. Take Nike, for example. When Phil Knight first started, he knew he was targeting athletes who needed better running shoes. He wasn't trying to sell to everyone, just his niche, runners. That's exactly what I did. I spent time researching who would care about my products. In my case, it was young, eco-conscious consumers, which helped me avoid wasting resources on a broad audience. You've got to be crystal clear on what you're selling. Think about Apple. When Steve Jobs launched the iPhone, it wasn't just another phone. It was a lifestyle product that revolutionized the way people interacted with technology. He communicated why people needed it. I did the same by highlighting why my eco-friendly products were important, helping customers reduce plastic waste and make an impact on the environment. When you truly understand your product, your customers will too, and they'll trust you enough to buy. In the beginning, I didn't have much money for advertising, so I relied on free channels like social media and email marketing, similar to how Dropbox grew through word of mouth. They used a referral program to spread the word about their cloud storage service without spending a lot on ads at first. I created an Instagram account for my business, sharing the story behind my eco-friendly products, and it helped me reach people without breaking the bank. You don't need huge budgets to market your business. Just start with what you have. At first, I was doing everything myself, from packing orders to shipping them out. But as the business grew, I started working with a third-party logistics company to handle shipping. That's what companies like Zara do. They partner with logistics companies to handle fast, global shipping so they can focus on designing new fashion lines. Always think about what you can manage on your own and when to bring in outside help. One hard lesson I learned was managing cash flow. In the beginning, I didn't do it well, and it caused a lot of problems. Eventually, I started tracking every expense and planning for profits. Look at Tesla's journey. Elon Musk had to carefully manage the company's finances early on, especially during tough times, to keep it afloat. Now, they've mastered balancing innovation with financial stability. For me, calculating the cost of production, shipping, and ensuring a healthy profit margin helped me avoid financial crises and keep growing. I started going to local networking events like the Chamber of Commerce in cities like New York, Chicago, or San Francisco. It's a great place to meet other entrepreneurs, share experiences, and learn from each other. I also got involved with Startup Grind, which is an international community of entrepreneurs that has chapters across the U.S. They host monthly events where people share their real startup stories. And let me tell you, don't think you need to attend big fancy events to learn something valuable. Those smaller, more intimate meetups often lead to the best connections. One of the most helpful things for me was attending conferences like TechCrunch Disrupt or SXSW, South by Southwest. These are huge gatherings where startups and experts across different industries come together. Not only do you get inspired, but you also stay updated on trends, meet potential mentors, and even connect with investors. Even online conferences like Web Summit or Shopify Unite are super valuable. I actually attended a Shopify Unite session online and learned how to optimize my e-commerce store with free tools. Saved me a lot of money. Slack is a perfect example of how companies can use events like TechCrunch Disrupt. They used it to showcase their product, meet investors, and grow their network. Thanks to events like that, Slack quickly became one of the top communication tools. Also, online groups are a goldmine for free advice. I've joined Facebook groups like Women Entrepreneurs Network and LinkedIn Small Business Network, where people share their startup experiences, problem-solving strategies, and even offer free resources like business plan templates or marketing tips. I also hang out on Reddit's r/entrepreneur, where I learned how to build an online marketing strategy without spending a fortune. Tesla, back in the day, made great use of online forums and communities to build support for their electric car vision. Elon Musk was active in online events and forums, not just sharing his vision, but also gathering advice and support from like-minded people. And let's not forget Airbnb. When they first started, they didn't have much funding, but they attended tons of networking events like Y Combinator's Demo Day. It wasn't just about meeting investors, they also picked up invaluable tips from other entrepreneurs on how to keep their business running on a shoestring budget. One of the smartest things I did was finding a mentor. I joined SCORE, a nonprofit that offers free business mentoring from seasoned entrepreneurs all over the U.S. My mentor helped me get a grip on my finances, plan for growth, and even find new customers. SCORE has thousands of mentors across the country ready to help, and it doesn't cost a thing. Google actually started getting mentorship through Y Combinator too. getting advice from experienced entrepreneurs that help them grow from a small startup to the tech giant they are today. So, take every opportunity to connect with the entrepreneurial community. Whether it's through events, conferences, online groups, or finding a mentor, you'll gain valuable knowledge and support without breaking the bank. Once you've validated your business idea and started making money, reinvesting that profit is key to growing your business. Big brands have done this time and time again. Take Patagonia, for example. They're known for their eco-friendly outdoor gear, and they've always reinvested their profits into making their products more sustainable and improving their supply chain. By doing this, they not only grew their business, but also built a brand that customers trust and value. When your business starts gaining momentum, you might want to scale faster by securing outside funding. Here are a few ways to do that. 1. Small business loans. A good example of using loans to grow is Ben & Jerry's. They started out with a small scoop shop in Vermont, but eventually took out loans to increase production and expand their distribution across the country. Without those loans, they wouldn't have been able to grow as quickly. 2. Angel investors or venture capital. If you don't want to take on debt, you can look for angel investors or venture capital. WhatsApp did this when they needed to scale up and handle millions of users worldwide. Sequoia Capital, a top venture capital firm, invested in them, giving them the cash to grow fast without worrying about immediate profits. 3. Small business grants. Another option is going after small business grants, which you don't have to pay back. Warby Parker, the online eyewear brand, used grants to fund some of their early innovation in retail. It allowed them to expand their business without having to worry about debt or giving up equity. Managing cash flow is a big deal for small businesses. It's one of the main reasons startups fail. When the cash dries up, so does the business. Take Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. She started with almost no money and self-funded her business for years. Instead of taking on debt or giving up equity, she reinvested the profits into her product and marketing, which allowed her to keep control and scale at her own pace. She was really careful about managing her cash flow, keeping expenses low so the business could keep growing without getting stuck in debt. And there you have it, a step-by-step guide to earning $500,000 with your first business. Whether you're reinvesting profits like Patagonia, taking out a loan like Ben & Jerry's, or finding an investor like WhatsApp, it's all about finding the right strategy that works for you. And don't forget, managing cash flow is crucial to keeping your business growing, just like Spanx did. If you found this video helpful, make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. We've got more in-depth guides coming your way to help you succeed in your entrepreneurial journey. And if you have any questions or need more advice, drop a comment below. I'm here to help. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.